Hello, let's do the Netflix puzzled Starstruck for June 28th. We'll do the easy then the hard. Easy is called Cooking Pot. All right, the way we play this game is in each row, each column, and each colored region. We're placing exactly one star, and also stars can't touch, even diagonally. All right, so this yellow region is a good place to start. There's a few good places to start, but looking for these little regions that have like common formations is a good way to get going on your puzzle, no matter what. Like it kind of seeds some X's. So we're going to place a star in yellow. It's in one of these two. That's always in this row. So no matter what, we can't put another star in the row. So those are all out. But also, this little two cell formation shows up a ton, and you should really memorize that. It removes the two from the top and two from the bottom. Or if it was vertical, two from the left, two from the right. Because all of those would touch whichever star was in the yellow. So they can't also be a star. Stars can't touch. Okay. The next thing to look for, I mean, I guess there's a few paths, but I want to point out that there is something else you can do that seeds a bunch of X's, which is if there's a row or column that is a single color, then that color has to get its star from that row or column, right? This column here is going to place a star because there is a star in the column, and it's going to place it in indigo. So we can't put a star elsewhere in indigo because it's going to be here in indigo, and you can't repeat in the region. All right, so we can get those X's. I just wanted to point that out before we do this, which is blue is in one of these three. That's going to be in this column, so we can get rid of the rest of the column. But also, before I place this, which makes it moot, I just want to point out that this cell here touches all three of these, so it's never going to be a star. But the yellow kind of the yellow says that too. We place the star in yellow, and all those are gone. And now there's only one place in green. Now there's only one place in brown, one place in orange. This row needs a placement. If all the regions are out, like the regions don't have an obvious placement, look for a row or column that has an obvious placement. This one does. All right. So I think the way forward here is to just use the gray, but you could also use the red. We'll move forward with the gray, but the red is this L shape, and this cell here does touch all of the red. So this one won't be in, and that'll place the gray. The other way to do this is the gray is going to be one of these two. Remember that formation? The two to the left, the two to the right are out, as well as the whole column. That leaves just one in red. So either way, you get the same answer, obviously. But then you just finish the stars. All right, finish the rest of the owl. Let's do the hard. It's called Excalibur. All right, these two line up. So we can just get rid of all those. Also, this is out because it touches, or it sees all of red, and this sees all of yellow. Now this cell here touches that red and sees the row, and we should have an equivalent right there, row and touching. All right, since this column is going to be in one of these two, that's a two cell formation. It's going to get rid of those two. Now indigo is down to these two. That gets rid of both of these. And this one. This whole L shape gets out because of these two. That leaves just this row for brown. I'm sure there's other easy stuff here. This sees all of blue. This sees all of gray. This sees all of dark orange now. These two columns are only green and orange, so we can get rid of the rest of green. And we can get rid of the rest of orange. What's next? Oh, that means this column here is only this dark orange. Gray is one of these two. That removes this and this. Yeah, I mean, blue and indigo line up. These two columns can only be, like, blue and indigo must place a star in them. So this brown is out. That places this brown. I feel like green's one of these two. I don't know how helpful that is, but we'll do it. This is out and this is out. I'm obviously just missing in it. Like, I gotta scan better, I think. All right. I mean, so one thing I'm seeing, I hadn't pulled out my pen yet. um, Today's a lazy day, less explanation for the hard. But what I'm seeing here is that a star here removes both of these, right? So it forces a star here. So that's bad because it eliminates these two and there's nowhere to put it in green. But I think what I just noticed is that that just means there's a lineup between gray and green, which is true. So those two are out. So yeah, I was just missing a lineup. I saw it eventually. Gives us the indigo, red and yellow, orange, and we're done. All right. And that would be it. I was a little above the average time because I didn't notice that lineup. How'd you do?